Hey team, this is CJ, and let's talk today about the power of consistency. If there is one aspect in your fitness regimen that you need to focus and hone in on, it is consistency. This is Evolve Strong with CJ, and my name is CJ, and I help you lose 10 pounds and 5 inches in 28 days. This is what I do, and this is what I've been doing for the last 25 years, and I absolutely am passionate and love what I do. And over the years, I've made many mistakes, and I've refined my approach numerous times to really hone in and get what works and really kind of get out all the bluff. And I understand what doesn't work either. And if anyone asks me if there was a magic bullet, which there are none, there are no silver bullets in fitness, there are no silver bullets in life. It is a million golden BBs shot over time that really are what's real. But if you want to hone in and focus on one aspect about your fitness and how to improve it, it's consistency. It truly is consistency. I've been hearing this guy talk about the rule of 100 hours. And I've done a little bit more diving into it and understanding what it's all about. And the overall concept is this: 100 hours a year, if you hone in and focus on that, you will be better than 95% of all the world. Let's step back a little bit. If we break that down, 100 hours a year, that is 18 minutes a day. 18 minutes a day. And what have I always said and preached is you get no less than, about 20 minutes a day. So let's equate this to 20 minutes. Let's round up, okay? If you move 20 minutes a day, now this is real movement. This isn't just getting up and going to the refrigerator or getting up and going to the bathroom. This is like getting your heart rate up to where you're sweating, where you could barely talk. I mean, this is 20 minutes of work a day in regards to physical output. If you do this every day for 20 minutes, you will improve your health probably more than 95% of the rest of the world. This is really where it's at. And this is the same rule that applies for if you're trying to learn how to play the piano. If you practice for 20 minutes a day playing a piano, you will be better than 95% of the rest of the world. If you want to practice how to learn how to cook, and you practice 20 minutes a day of learning how to cook, you will be better than 95% of the rest of the world. Now, I know that that's comparison, and I know that that's not really where we want to be in regards to fitness, unless you're trying to run a marathon, if you're trying to do a competition of some sort. I get that. Yes, that's where you probably should be focused on. But in all reality, let's even make this more simplistic, okay? If you spend 20 minutes a day focused on your health and well-being, you will be 95% better than you were a year ago from today. Or more than likely, what you will be is at least, well, no, you'll be better. You'll be better than that. So I've been in this industry now 25 years combined. Now, this go around, I've been in the industry 16 years as an actual trainer. In 2008 is when I really honed in and started being a trainer. That's when that was a big hoorah back then, those of you who know my story. But in 2008 is when I honed in and focused on becoming a fitness professional. And before that, I used to fight in the USK and NASCAR rings. And so I used to coach kids and adults how to fight. And that's what put me through high school and college. And that's when I moved out at 16, never moved back in, never bought a cent for my family until I was 21. So all the way through, middle school to then. So that's where, 8 to 10 years there. I always used to train people. That's what my passion is all about. And throughout the years, yes, there have been numerous years where I have gained more weight than I needed. I've had the comfort spread going on. I had breakups. I had numerous issues going on with the company to where, beer and sweets really took hold because my coping mechanisms are fulfillment of food. Sweets. If I have a bad day, I enjoy going and getting the cranberry fritter from Maverick, and I eat one on the way home just because. But I know the repercussions to that. So I myself have succumbed to different habits, coping mechanisms of stresses to where those have really taken hold. And so I understand firsthand issues of wellness and fitness. I also lost my dad to congestive heart failure. My mother was morbidly obese, 400 pounds at 5 foot tall at one point. So I get it. I understand it. But I also understand that when I break those habits and I hone in on consistency. So I've actually really ever since probably the last 7 years, I've really honed in and focused on an hour of movement every single day. 80% of what I eat is really healthy. The other 20%, a beer, a sweet, and every day I have to have something sweet, period. I just do. So I'm not an all or nothing kind of guy. And I'm the first one to admit, guys, life is not worth living without a good beer or a good sweet on a daily basis. It's not. But you have to have some sacrifice in order to achieve the goals that you need. But overall, those two things that I just told you, an hour of movement for me a day, it keeps the devils away too in my head. I battle a lot of demons in my head. So that really helps me set forth a good, productive day mindset. And then obviously it helps me look better naked too. All right. So, I wouldn't be lying to myself if I didn't like the way I look. Okay. And there's always room for improvement, guys. I have had seasons to where, I've competed in physique competitions and I've won. So, I've seen all the extremes, both ends. But for me, an hour movement a day and about 80% of everything that I put into my system is healthy. It truly is 80% about what I do. Now, I do have an amazing fiance who absolutely loves hot Cheetos and brings pizza, and his love language is food. And so there are days, and I'm not blaming him. I could say no. But at the end of the day, I don't know about you, but I think I have a full piggy bank of willpower at the beginning of the day. But then by my lunch, I've already seen hundreds of clients, and I'm at a point where I just want to rest. I'm hungry. And then in the evening, forget it. I have no willpower left. So when it's around, I just go for it. It's easy, right? But for the most part, he and I both really, I love to cook. I love to cook. Food is one of my big things. So we cook a good protein, and both of our mothers are great cooks too. So if we cook a good protein, and we have good salads in the evenings, that 80% of what we eat really is pretty healthy. So those are my two things. That's the power of consistency, though. That's the power of consistency. Now this weekend, yes, on Sunday, we went to the rail yards, and we had a really awesome it was ham and cheese filled with green chili that was in a hot pocket that was freshly made by these Venezuelan ladies. They were fantastic. And then after that, we went to Hollow Spirits, and we had some elote with some mac and cheese on it, and I had a drink. But then in the rest of the evening, we had a salad and we just chilled. But we enjoy our life. It's not all or nothing, and you got to find that balance. But that balance has to be consistent over time. And I believe that if you move every single day for about an hour, and about 80% of what you put into your system is healthy, I think you're on the right track. So the power of consistency is critical for any wellness endeavor or fitness endeavor that you have. And that's my lesson today. Cool. So if you want to help someone else, share this. I would really appreciate that. And subscribe. I would really appreciate that. Hey, from my heart to yours, remember, start strong, stay strong, always be evolving utmost strong. Have a great day.